Thank you for having me on today.
Jacob, the active. I have 2 jobs active. I don't know why you cannot see the warehouse. You can see the warehouse. Okay. So take the crane behind you. I think I don't know how many materials we need. Yeah, we need three pallets. No, go and bring the materials, and we meet in the construction site. Manually, you will take a tipper. That truck is for. Take and dump truck.
Dump truck, sure.
Yeah, that is will be the Jacob go there. First. So, I will drive. Jacob, where are you? The truck is here. It is on my left. You will take the semi for 3 pallets. Okay. Check what you need. I thought check how many pallets is. Think what would you like. Okay. Take what you like. What you need. Okay, Manuel.
Yeah.
Follow me.
I'll follow you.
So, Manuel, how many years works on the CS?
Well, I think I worked on Construction Simulator for about 8 or 9 years, something like that. And it's always been for us at Weltenbauer. It's like you make a Construction Simulator title, and then while you're making one, at the end you're already thinking about the next one, and then you just ease into it, and then it's Construction Simulator, and then you do another one. We made the mobile version, obviously. We made C version, and now the latest one is also for consoles, which is really cool. And before you ask, does not get boring because it's always, you know, like we're not just doing the same thing every time. It's more like, okay, how do we improve it this time? Everybody has lots of ideas, obviously, you know, and then you never get bored of it. Or at least I don't.
Yeah, I know, because also I do mods, and okay, sometimes it's feel boring when you make the same machines.
Yeah.
For example, if you make excavators all the time, it is still boring. But if you change machines, if you create new things, like before 2 months we bring some screeners and some more crushers, we have a production chain now in the FS.
Yeah.
We can take stones and produce gravel, sand. I think the most important is to have something to give you, to motivate you to create new things.
Yeah, exactly. And there's lots of new things that you could do, and I know that our players and fans, they have a lot of great ideas.
You have ever drive a real car or excavator?
I'm
Or
I'm afraid not, but I would love to someday.
yeah, that is I think a big mistake, because the developers should work with real machines.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, not everyone is working on everything on the game. For example, I'm not I wasn't responsible for creating how the excavators are feeling, and since we're trying to model on reality, not just, you know, the work that we're trying to simulate, which is construction, but also like the environments and all the little details. It's we try to do proper research on everything, you know, the construction methods, how the vehicles operate. But you're right, you know, I mean, it would be cool to just have a bunch of excavators and trucks that we could test out, but we're trying to work from data sheets and, you know, information that we find online, and of course we also have our partners in the construction equipment world that we can ask questions. So that's how we approach it.
I want to do a question, and I don't know if you can answer it, but when you, I will do it, and if you want answer, when you do a new partnership, we can, I don't know what is exactly is the word.
Yeah.
The the brand give you the models, or people in your company create the models?
Well, we usually ask for and receive some form of blueprint data. It's usually it's like CAD models, which is really good for us to use, because then it's a really low bar to just convert them into polygonal models, which we use for our game. So that's like the best data that we can get. But there's also sometimes we get drawings or, you know, data sheets and everything in between. But high quality CAD model, the more details, the better. You know, sometimes we get the whole thing with more stuff that we can even use, you know, like with the interior of an engine or something like that, and every little nut and screw is on there. You know, that's too much detail that we can't use, but it's better to have more than less in that case.
Yeah, I know about. Bring the truck below my bucket. Yeah, so sometimes they give you the 3D models. That is very good.
Yeah.
Because I had. Okay, Jacob, ask what you.
Yeah. Sure. Well, yeah, like the topic of construction vehicles was always a large part of my role. Um, I used to work in the creation of the vehicles, so I'd receive the materials, and then either I or a colleague of mine would or colleagues of mine would
No,
bring
no way there. No, don't
and
don't move the truck.
yeah. And that also included, as you just mentioned, like you saw in the video, talking to people from our partners, receiving feedback, because of course they have very specific vision of how their equipment should look like, and of course we're trying to please them as best as possible. So it's sometimes you'd have long feedback talks about the color of an object, or if something's missing or in the wrong place, something like that, to really get the authentic vehicle in game. That was a large part of my CS history. I was also doing a lot of environment art, so buildings, the map basically props that are scattered about during CS2. I also created a lot of the missions that you can find in game, and I think I also did some missions for CS3, and I also created a lot of the art for the buildings that you can build, like the mission kits, as we like to call them, like the concrete parts that you have to pour, or the wood framing, and everything else that was needed to visualize the building process.
So you are not only a developer, you also doing 3D design and textures.
Yeah, I'm more of an artist than I'm not a programmer.
Oh yeah.
I have some. I mean, as like most artists nowadays, it's kind of a technical role as well, but I'm not a programmer per se.
Yeah, I understand. You are for all of the jobs.
Sorry?
You are for all. You do all the jobs.
Yeah, all jobs. Which I mean, that's the life that you have when you have a small team. You're not just doing the one thing, which is cool. I mean, I really like it. If you go to a big company, then you might have someone doing like plants all day long, and then not doing anything else than modeling plants, and they're really good at it, like probably top 10% in the world, but they're just doing this one thing. And if you're working in a small company, don't have a huge budget, then you get to do lots of different things, which is really cool.
Yeah, I don't understand why the company is small. The game have the CS15, I think, was a very popular game.
Yeah.
Vale, you gonna join? Come, wait a minute. I send you.
Well, I'm obviously happy that the current construction simulator is is so well received with you guys makes me really happy, and of the rest of the team as well. As for the growth, as a company, we've been growing a lot, I think, actually, the last few years while I was employed here. I think the Construction Simulator as a game really hits a niche that is very popular with people. I mean, you can see it with the trucking and farming topics. Like, okay, people are interested in those very down-to-earth work simulations, and I think yeah, that's why construction, if it's done well, and I think without too much self clapping on the back, I think we've done a good job with this title. So yeah, what else to say? I'm glad, and I hope that we can grow even further, and make even bigger games in the future.
I don't know. I feel the CS15 was like abandoned after some time. I have not played much, but I don't see any improvement. They just move on. They move on the US Pocket version, I think.
Well, at some point in time, obviously, teams are shifting away to the newer version of something, and for us it's like CS is it's more of a living and breathing thing, because we're always doing something for Construction Simulator. So the current version is where most of our manpower and thought processes go into to develop the brand further.
Yeah, I don't know, but I feel the people love those games, but they don't have trust for the developers. I have that feeling because the developers build a game, support for 1 or 2 years, and after that they move to the next. Okay, that is not bad at all, because the next game will be improved, but the people want to see a big improvement, not just small changes.
Yeah.
From game to the game. We are not in the 2010, we are on 2023. The games have a giant, not giant, very huge changes from before 10 years.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, I'm a gamer myself, so I completely understand the sentiment. That you don't just want incremental improvement, but you want something substantial every time. We've that's something that I think we as a company also know and recognize. We develop basically like every Construction Simulator game so far from scratch, more or less. Sometimes you can reuse stuff, and I think for CS3 we could build on a lot of stuff from CS2, but it's more difficult to get in substantial new stuff if you always have to build from zero. But I think that's something that might be.
Jacob, sorry, Manuel. Jacob, the material go out again. Sorry, Manuel, we are also work.
Yeah, we're also working. Sorry, we talked.
Come, Vale. No, we can talk, but we need to do some small. We also need to talk about the progress of the work.
Yeah. Well,
hello for everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Vale.
Again,
The
like
the manual is from your country.
Ah, okay. Hallo.
hello.
Okay, I want not let Jacob do questions because ask about things, and they are so big questions. Jacob, ask if you want something.
Yeah.
I'm here, Jacob.
Yeah.
Here, Jacob. Vale, come over here. Let's have it. When you reach.
Well, I'm okay. First, the disclaimer again. I've not worked on CS for a while now, so I can't talk to the current status at all. I think as modders, you know, if you've been doing mods for CS15, for example, you know some of the general, well, philosophical things that you have to keep in mind while working with Unity. And I mean, I don't want to get into like what the current status is because I really just can't give you a proper and technically founded answer. Well, Construction Simulator has always been a Unity game, so that's why, you know, all the current titles were produced on Unity. So it's simply, you know, it's an experience thing because Weltenbauer, the company that used a lot of Unity in its time.
You know, I have found some features block the game anyway. For example, the script for the secure machines on the low loaders. I think for that should be an universal form. I don't know what to call it. And all the machines use the same. And now we cannot. We cannot load, for example, the backhoe in the small low loaders. We need the green, the very big and green, or you cannot load two machines, and even they can fit. I just tell some. Okay, I don't know. You are. That is a problem. You are not active and you cannot give a properly answer.
Yeah, like I can't speak on any current issues that you might have with the game. I mean, I
Yeah,
could,
yeah.
I can listen to you, but I can't, can't promise you to
Yeah,
have it
yeah.
fixed or, have it in a way
No,
that you appreciate.
I just made you on to speak about if you want to talk about the way or if why you choose that thing or if have a possibilities to improve it or to change.
Well,
It was something to start a discuss
yeah.
conversation.
Well, I can't really talk about, what currently is being developed because, again, I mean,
Yeah,
they're my colleagues, but I'm not actively involved in development anymore. So I'm not updated on the current status. But in general, your opinions are very important to us, and of course, our player base is bigger than just hardcore guys like you. So we're always trying to find a balance between what do the like real sim professionals like to see, and what do like regular players like to have in their game, or we also have a lot of kids, for example, playing games, so we can't make it like a 1,000-button simulator like a flight sim where you'd have to have your kneeboard on your lap and do all the checkboxes before you can even take off. So it has to, we have to strike some compromise. But yeah, there's always something going on, and the team is usually very aware of what areas of the game can still be improved. So as long as as development will continue, there's gonna be cool new stuff coming, I think.
Yeah. For example, a problem I found a very big problem is the style of the buttons. They are too complicated. I don't. If you understand, I mean, for the setup of the controllers. They give you so many options, and I don't understand why they choose that thing, and they don't give a free option like all the games. Press the key. That is that you can do with that command. You just give a key.
Yeah.
Okay, I see many things because I am a modder for the FS, and in the Giants have make the things very simple. They use a universal code and universal objects and universal actions. So with a bucket code, for example, with a simple bucket code, you can create and convert your belt.
Yeah.
You don't need an extra script or write again the code, or you just use the bucket code, a simple bucket for wheel loader. With front weight, with a tractor front weight code, you can import in the game everything you can imagine. A simple pylon, a road barrier, and a table, a chair.
Yeah.
You think the question I want to do right now is: you think they will enable modding, or will be easy the modding if one day is enabled?
I can't answer that question. I'm sorry, because I really don't know, and it wouldn't be my place to speak about.
I don't want to. I don't ask if the modding comes. I want to ask you from your experience if it will be easy. If you can answer that question.
Modding is always a very, very complex topic, and I don't think it's ever easy to implement. I mean, what you're describing with how Giants is doing it, it may look easy on the outside, but I'm sure they put in a lot of work too to make it work so smoothly for you as the user of it. So it's never easy unless you do it like really superficial, like okay, change a texture here or there, you know, or place a different object. That might still be easy, but like if you're working with vehicles, for example, which are very complex, you know, and they're interacting with physics and lots of gameplay related systems, then it's not that easy.
If they would do the modding in the CS22, would it be similar to the modding from the CS15?
Again, not really my place to answer.
Yeah,
this
okay.
question, But it would probably be, like, personal opinion, probably be similar, but not the same, because a lot has changed obviously since CS15.
Yes.
But like the basics of how to interact with the engine, they're still pretty similar. So you might not need to relearn everything, but I guess it would probably still remind you of it in a way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we do have more smaller machines. I think since CS2, CS3, we added a lot of like small machinery to our fleet, starting with the backhoe obviously, but then even smaller with the bobcat vehicles, for example. And it's an interesting topic, because I remember, you know, the discussions on how to make some interesting tasks for the smaller machines, because, you know, when you're playing a game like that, like my how I would approach it is usually, you know, you start small and then you buy bigger and bigger gear until, you know, you have like huge excavators and huge trucks. But you know, there's also something to say about doing small and very precise work, which can also be interesting, you know, in a small, like, European cramped space where you don't have a lot of room to navigate. Just very a very interesting topic. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like what you're saying, Jacob, because like in the company where I work, we also, where we was a smaller company, we had small machines. Like But now we are also buying a lot of mini excavators because of the need. We have like on one construction site like 1 or 2 big excavators and 5 or 6 mini excavators because you have so much work to do with them, and it's a game, and I mean it's really good for a construction game, but you cannot do like the every single missions, or how you say that, yeah, like you cannot do it like it is in real life, so that you can dig the main components with the big excavator and then like some single lines with the minis. So that's too complicated to put it in a game, but I know what you mean. There's a lot of stuff you can do in real life with the small excavators, but you not can do in the simulator.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. What do you think about like all those really huge contracts that you can do in Construction Simulator now? In contrast to the more limited contracts that you had before, like in the mobile games, especially. There was a lot of you build a little bit of something, and then the rest of it gets skipped because it's a single player game, it's for mobile, so we try to make it a bit more to the point. But now this is like a more full-fledged sim game for PC and consoles, and at least you have the option to like build everything. So that's what do you guys think about that?
Me too. I really like the missions where you build the roads and that continues. Like you make one part, like you have a big construction site, and you make it like in four steps. You make one road, then another one, and then another one. So you have like a circle road, and then you build the houses nearby the road. I really like those. So you have following missions. That's amazing. Not like this CS15 was also pretty nice game, but you build a house, and like after 3 or 4 missions, you build at the same place the same house. So, and now in this game, I like this that you have like the missions on the same spot, but not to rebuild every time the same building.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. I also love like the whole development aspect of it, where you really build, a part of a city, because that's so much more rewarding to you as a player when you you have an impact, and you're not just building something and then you're tearing it down 5 minutes later, but just build this and it permanently leaves something that you've created in the world, which is really cool.
Yeah, I really like this too. Yes, your own world you can build.
Yeah. 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 Well, Well, I wasn't really involved in the creation of the new soul system. I mean, I did speak about it at some point. I think I also remember it on one of the streams that we did, but I can't really comment on the technical details. Just reiterate what you've said. It's been redone from scratch, and it's one of our most important gameplay systems, like in terms of priority for us, and also in terms of the sheer size of it, because it's basically the base of our game is how the soil behaves and how the machines work. You could strip out everything else, but those two things, they're really huge. I can't really comment on yeah. Yeah, it's very everything is very interconnected, and like the more you connect stuff, the better it feels. If you have interaction between like the soil and buckets and vehicles in general. That's the more you can do that, the better. Yeah.
What I also really like is that you can mix the different types, like the gravel, the sand, and the dirt together.
Yeah.
That's also a nice feature.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know what, Valentin, I like that you have so much positive things to say. Like the hardcore fans, they usually they're very critical sometimes, but you just you like it, and I like that you like it. It makes me very happy.
Yeah, it's a lot of good things. Like I said, I played the the Construction Simulator 15 a long time, and there was some things. I love this game. I've played it every single mission, but then after a time it was a bit boring because you, like I said, you every time were doing the same. And like in this game, there's so much new stuff. It's so amazing. There are new vehicles, more vehicles, and that you can use the. What I really like is that you can use the triple boom and everything. It's like, in Germany or in Europe, you have more excavators with the triple boom, and it's a bit different to the American style of the construction sites, and I like that there are more machines now like that. One thing I wanted in every construction simulator was that you can drive with the wheeled excavator and also operate. But you have the two modes, like the drive mode and the digging mode.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know the exact reason. I think there's a technical reason as well, but also like a lot of the driving and operating inputs, they're the same. So for example, to move the outrigger or the boom, you'd have the same input as driving. So you can't. You'd have to move all the buttons to a different set then. So it gets really complicated.
Yeah,
You mean about the consoles? The consoles have the problem.
Well,
yeah, if you have the wheel, the wheels and the joysticks, it would be possible.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I mean, I thought just like that. If you have a wheel and joysticks, there is no problem. But if you have only keyboard,
Yeah. Yeah, but if you're not into this... But I don't want to bother you with this stuff if you're not into this machinery stuff.
I think that's that's an important point that you're making, Jacob, because like you can do a lot of things, but then you end up with the 1000-button flight simulator that I talked about earlier. It's like, okay, now you know someone who's like really into it will appreciate it, but like 70% of the rest of the players will be like super confused and turned off by so much that they have to learn to just get into the game. I think one of the strong suits of Construction Simulator is that, you know, it can be a very complex game if you want to make it so for yourself, but you can also just, you know, jump in, start digging, you know, start building something, and it's easy to get into.
Yeah. I think for that it is not easy to be done with 2 modes. So they could give you a mode for custom keys, or give you a mode with a free form.
Oh yeah, like you have 2 options, yeah. That would also... I don't know if it would be possible, but it would be an idea. That you can change it in the settings.
Like for now have I think every controller have 3-4 setups. You could keep the 2, the ISO and the SAE, and give you another one completely free. With all the movements completely free.
Yeah, that you can make your own settings.
Yeah. To set what you want. If you want the excavator move without folded the parts, you can do it. Or maybe you wanted to move the excavator with and use the blade. Or you want to use the excavator with and holding something on the bucket, and you need to have the support feet lower but not touch the ground and move with it. Okay, that stuff is for...
It's for the real operators, but it would be a nice
Yeah.
feature, yeah. You can lower them but not touch the ground, and then can drive safely. Yeah, it would be nice. But it's like the little stuff.
Yeah, if you know Manuel, I and the Veil is we are professional operators. The Veil still works. I have some years to work with the rear machine, but I work for many years in constructions and mining.
I could tell. I mean, Valentin was talking about his work and how they're, you know, purchasing small excavators. So I was able to connect the dots. But yeah, that's really cool. And I mean, we do know that there's a lot of, you know, professional equipment operators playing the game, which we really like. Obviously, it's very cool. You know that we're making something that, you know, even though you're doing it day to day, we're still making an offer for you to play something, you know, that's basically what you're doing at work, just, you know, with less restrictions probably. So that and you can enjoy it. That's really cool.
It's something my friends don't understand. You do this every time at work. Why you want to play this anymore? They cannot understand.
that reminds me of a really funny meme that I saw a few years ago, and it's like this guy who's driving a forklift, and then he comes home and he's having a beer and playing forklift simulator, and because he's in the meme he's a German, so you know he's just into that. He's just, so he's just driving the forklift day in day out in real life and on the computer.
Yeah, but I can relate. Yeah. Because it makes a lot of fun.
I mean, and this is for relaxation. You know, if you don't finish your job, you know, or you have a crash, then nothing happens. But in real life, there would be more consequences, and here you can just, you know, switch off your stress and just get into it and work with the machinery.
Yeah, that's true.
it's a pretty cool place to work, actually. Yeah, it is. You know, like if you you'd ask any tech company today, they probably say, yeah, we want to take care of our employees, and you know, everybody should feel good in our office. And I mean, it's probably true, but I think here, Weltenbauer is really serious about it. Right now, I'm in the office actually. We have an apartment above our office where one can stay when they're in the office, because we have the possibility to do remote work. So I came in actually for some other important meetings that we're having, but now I'm on my desk and can play with you. So that's pretty cool.
Manuel,
Ask,
you
yeah, on the Saturday you work, but okay.
This is not work now. That's fun.
Okay.
Manuel, you can bring here and a developer from CS. You can bring here to speak with it. Not now,
Yeah.
some other time. You can. You have any friends to you think you will come to speak with us?
I can ask around if I can get anyone to play on here.
Okay, if you ask someone and if you want, we can do another on video. There's no problem.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
and ask more.
Yeah, then you can ask the real questions and get some
Yeah.
more concrete answers, because I can just talk in general here, but maybe we can get someone who can give you more answers. But I can't.
Yeah. We'll give you an answer. Sorry, I cannot answer. I cannot answer about that.
Yeah, I'm trying my best, but like I told Jacob before the stream, please be aware that I'm not actively working on it anymore, so I can just talk.
Yeah. I will glad you are here, and we learn some very nice things. And I want also ask more about. I'm not a programmer or a 3D design. I start with no reason. I start because some people did not share the mods. I do mod reviews for 3-4 years. From 2016 I start to do mod reviews for FS, and at one point I found a guy, the Nonus, and he helped me with the first step a little bit, and I start creating my mods. I don't know much. I never study about code, and I never study about 3D design or Blender or textures.
Yeah.
I have learned I have asked a lot of people help me. There is the community is very big, and always there is a guy who will give you some small information. No one will sit and explain you the whole process. But if you do small and questions on the point, the people help you.
Yeah.
And sorry, I don't know what to ask about.
Manuel, did you have any question to the community? I don't know, I'm not long on the call, but if you have.
Well, yeah. Not right now. I'm sorry. I didn't prepare any questions. I mean, I did ask you guys about how you like the larger contracts, because that's something that I'm interested in. Like the whole, not just the technical details of the vehicles and how they operate in game, but also like the game around the all the systems, like what gives you motivation to play. So that's-
Okay, my opinion, because I don't speak before, I don't. I think I feel the missions have more constructions than digging. For me, I like more to dig than work
Yes.
a crane, because also in real life I know to operate, for example, a truck, a crane, not a big stationary cranes,
Yeah.
but small
Concrete
cranes.
pump.
Yeah, and also I have operated on a concrete pump, but I really don't like. I really don't like all those things. Okay, I work. I would like to be in a mission, but if someday the mission modding be possible, for sure I will create mission. I will try to learn to create missions, and I put more digging and less.
Yeah, you essentially just create one large pit, and then you'd have to excavate all of it.
Yeah, okay, not so much, because I have in my mind something happens in the FS, and the people create a very big pits, and they did only that. No, I have some little more complex imagination,
Yeah.
but I will put less concrete and less crane work, or small crane work, and more dig or cover with gravel, or okay, it is some things I cannot explain because it's more technical and from the public works or mining. But and another thing I would like to have the CS was to can work on the mining facilities. We can give us the ability to produce our gravel and sell our gravel somewhere in the map, so do some logistics.
Yeah.
Or another one idea I have, okay, that comes from Eurotrack. I saw the facilities there, and I imagine you can work with the forklift, for example, inside the factory. Like, I don't know, like an operator, for example.
Yeah.
An operator contract, or you take a contract inside the factory with your forklift, for example, or with your wheel loader. Come here and load 10 trucks.
Yeah, like that you can make work for other people. Like in a farming simulator, you have also like small missions
Yeah.
where you have, I don't know, you get a tractor and must pile a field or something like that. So, and that would also be nice. Like someone, my driver cannot come to work. Can you dig out the hole or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can bring your loader here. It have some transport missions that game, but it is very small and very simple. You could be a little more complex and bigger, for example.
And I have also two things because you asked, but now I remember what I want to say. I really also like the fact with the day and night. That's nice to me. Because in the FS15 it was every time day, blue sky, every time.
Okay, I don't like. I don't like the we don't have a real time option.
Yeah, but I know that you don't like to work at night, but on my opinion, I like to work at night because I like the light on the machinery. It looks sick, and with the beacons in the night, I really love this. So
I like it. I like it too. I mean, we've had a day and night cycle in construction simulator games since CS2, and it was such a such a cozy feeling almost. You know, if you see the sun going down, and then all the lights of the buildings go on, and you'd have your floodlights on the building side, and it's very cool.
Yeah, that's true. It's really nice.
It's like from a development standpoint, like it's
Take-
one more thing that adds complexity to everything. And I mean, you guys waited for quite a while patiently for a new proper PC title. But that's all those details. They take time, you know, because if you add a night and day cycle, then all the vehicles need to have lights, and then you'd have your buildings need to have lights, and you need a system to change the lighting, and everything needs to work smoothly together. And you know, you need to have an in-game time that controls everything. So now you have a quite a complex topic already. But yeah, we very much like it as well.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mission have a problem. We have remove zero topsoil.
Yes, I see. We also see this. Okay. That's a parking lot. A warehouse? Parking lot.
Yeah, why I have the where I can't move them. I can't change position. Yes.
Ah, okay. I got it.
I see parking lot again.
Right
I
click
can't-
on it. We must right click on it on the other job. Yeah, and you have more details on the vegetation. It's also nice because the old trees were looking like origami figure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Paper tree.
we developed a CS15. You know,
Hmm.
I think it was from 2013 maybe to or 12 to 14, something like that. It's been a long time, and I wasn't on for the whole development. I think I joined the production relatively late, but back then, you know, things were simpler, and we always try to watch our performance because you know, not everyone has like the most modern beefy computer. But yeah, nowadays you'd have much more detail on everything, which we have in Construction Simulator now, obviously.
Yeah, that's the change is so big
Yeah.
from the beginning to now.
Mine? No. It's I still have like one quarter.
Yeah,
left.
but I cannot.
Okay. I'll just leave then. See, you can.
Yeah, there is
Yeah, but
there is
nothing
one,
happens.
there is one,
Sorry, please go ahead.
there is one problem, and I believe that most of the bugs we have seen in the CS comes from the net speed, the net connection. You see now your truck is seems not full, but for some people is full. The material drop in the ground for no reason.
Yeah, and you cannot fill the back of the truck. You're not probably full. But every time in the back you have a little gap.
Yeah. Well, right now as I'm driving, the materials is spreading out more evenly.
Yeah, then sure. And if you like Jacob, if you park like Jacob, I can even it with the excavator.
All right,
But if it's sideways, it's not possible.
I'll angle the truck for you.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know. Like in real life, you can. That's because of the dirt physics. I don't think you can do this. But if you have like your bucket close, then you can slide over the truck and
Yeah.
even it out. But I don't think this would be possible. But like Miner and Jacob says, it's a big change to the FS15. Like in the FS15, I must. What I love about the construction simulator is that if you want to take it serious, you can do, but you can also have like a lot of fun with this game because of some of the bugs. Like if you close your bucket in the in the CS15 and you have like a sharp edge from the material, the whole excavator was flipping.
Yeah, that's like physics in games. I mean, it's not just construction simulator that you know, where you can make stuff behave weirdly, but it's like a physics in games problem in general, because at the end of the day, you know, it's not
They move here.
thing. It's more like, okay, some numbers in your computer, and when the numbers say, okay, now, you know, fly into the air at 10,000 kilometers an hour, then it does that, you know.
Well, when you finish, come start over here. Start
Okay.
from here to go out.
But yeah, speaking of fun things that you can do, like not just play wackily, but I've also seen people like build ramps and stuff, and then jump over. So
Jump over it.
like speaking of advanced, you know, excavating and like terrain modification, I think that's really cool that you can just, you know, build something, not just dig a huge pit, but you know, modify the terrain in a way that's really cool.
Yeah, and that another one feature missing from the game is the free play. They don't give you the ability to dig if you have not enabled a mission. You cannot dig nowhere. Maybe should give a place somewhere on a map, and
Like in a mine or something like that.
yeah, and leave you the ability to dig to test machines, or you do what you want.
Yeah.
That would be a nice feature.
And like what the miner says with some missions, I'm really missing the canal work. That's what I do in real life.
Yeah.
Like to the pipe laying stuff. That you can.
Well, I can't remember anything specific that might have been scrapped. We did try to put in as much as possible to, you know, make an impact versus the older game. So, you know, there's enough stuff for you guys to justify it, basically. So I can't really recall anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's something I would really enjoy. That you have multiple buckets, like 30 centimeters, 60, 80 meter. That's nice. But in the roadmap, when it's they're standing, it's planned, then it would come in the game. And under And the other stuff, like the demolition, is not planned. It's like you think about it or what?
Well, I'm not aware of the current status of the roadmap, so
Okay.
not gonna comment on it. But I'm sure that the CS team has some very cool stuff up their sleeves yet, and there's a lot of people working on it right now.
That sounds good.
Yeah, if you have noticed, they have broke something on the loader and cannot scoop.
Okay.
I don't know what they broke. They have make an auto leveling system. I don't know what they try to make, but loader did not work. Also, that loader have another one problem. If you can check the windows, follow the front component.
Yeah.
When you turn, you see. Put more rail. I am on the 70%.
Well,
Rail what?
I just reset it, and now I can scoop up.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
like
Sorry.
No, you can scoop over there. If you scoop, you can scoop over there because was a gap. If you drop the material in the flat ground, or if you try to put the material in the put the bucket on the material, you could not do it.
Okay.
Rail, put more. You cannot put more.
No, my. If I don't know. If I try to, it all falls off the side. My.
No, I don't have nothing in my side. Put
Okay.
one more.
It's okay or more?
Wait, one more.
Like on my side of you, you're also overfilled.
Put another one. Okay.
I think using the wheel loader is one of my favorite activities in game.
Yeah, but you are using it wrong. Jacob, open the
Don't tell the foreman, please.
Jacob, open the road.
No, I'm stuck.
Well, why don't you just okay? I'll get the truck.
I can also drive the truck. I don't care. If you want to drive the loader.
Yeah, I'll position the truck. You can still put some more material in, and then I'll get back into the loader.
What? I wonder the England.
A little bit closer.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think the developers of those games should be forced to learn machines before they start to work with the game.
Are you offering a free course, Miner?
Okay, you could operate the machines and the foreman pay you. Don't. It is not a cost for the company.
Like
You-
Manuel, did you don't have the opportunity? I've seen some YouTubers who play the game to go to the JCB and drive the machines.
Yeah.
Does the developers don't go there, or?
No, I mean, there are opportunities, obviously, but it's not like, you know, everybody, you know, wants.
Yeah, yes, I know, but if it would be possible, I mean.
And here's your date for, you know, the mandatory excavator training. Not like that.
No, I don't mean that, but that would be perfect. Like, you can't destroy anything that's in a big quarry.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the main problem, it is not the operation of the machine, it is to learn how the way you should work the machine, not to be anyway an operator, just to see how an operator thinks or how an operator works.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah. Yeah.
No, listen, for that I want to take, if you finish Jacob, I want to tell something about that feature. That feature exists on real life. If you keep a button in the joystick and I think do the close bucket move, you can enable an assist that level your bucket level the bucket for you. But the only thing it does, it only level the bucket. Don't keep the bucket there. It is just level the bucket when you lower in some position of the lowering. I think a little before the top, the lower position, the completely lower position, to be flat to be leveled with the ground. When you lower the arms, that ability is disabled. After that, you can do what you want with the bucket. If you think the bucket it is leveled, but you need to open a little more or to lower the arms a little more, there is nothing to keep you to not let you to proceed. That feature is only to level the bucket, and after the bucket is leveled, that feature is disabled. So it is that what I mean. The developers first should work with a machine, and after make the machines in the game.
I also like the fact that you can do this with the excavator, if it would work. But like on the JCB, it doesn't work. But on the bigger excavators, you
Yeah.
can lift yourself up. That's also like a really nice feature.
Well, we do have a review process, and we once we are finished with a model, we create like a viewer file that we send out to the licensor, and then whoever's responsible for reviewing it on their side can open up a web page and see the 3D model, rotate around it, like a little 3D viewer in your browser, which is really cool. So they it's not just screenshots, but they have the full model to view and review. And as for testing it in game, I do think we're giving out like keys. But our review process is usually focused on like the visual aspects of the vehicle, because obviously we're trying to recreate the vehicle's functionality in game, but it's not always 100% like in reality. Sometimes you have stuff that's inert. For example, you don't have all the electronics or all the displays working exactly like they do in real world, and that wouldn't be possible, to have like a display for every vehicle, for example. We just have too many, so it's simplified in that aspect. So we focus more on the visual aspect, that the model looks correct and everything's in their place, colors are correct, that kind of stuff.
I want to do another question, but I don't know if you can answer that one. Who make the contract? The developer go on the brand, or the brand comes to the developer?
I think we've had both. Once you reach a certain number of brands, then it gets easier to get new ones, because of course nobody wants left behind. If all the big brands are already on it, then you also want to be in. So I think that's making it a bit easier.
So I don't understand. Who make the contract?
I think
The developer go on the brand and say, you want to be in my game, or the brand comes and say, I want to be in your game?
I think the usual process is that we ask the brands if they want to be
Okay.
in on it.
But happens they come,
Yeah,
or no?
I think it happened once or twice, but I'm not super sure about this answer, so I'm adding
Yeah.
maybe on the end of it.
Okay.
I have also a question, but I must ask it in German because I don't know it in
Sure.
English. Ihr hattet doch eine Umfrage wegen solchen Sachen auf Instagram, was noch hinzugefügt werden sollte.
Mhm.
Und da war ja auch Marken drin, like JCB, Kobelco, Volvo. War das auch ausschlaggebend, dass es JCB geworden ist? Oder wie kam es dann dazu, dass das JCB wurde jetzt?
Okay, well, Valentin was asking if our survey had any impact on adding JCB as a brand, and I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that one.
Okay.
Remove the truck.
Because this would be interesting, because I also really love Kobelco and Volvo.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, this would be the opportunity. JCB also a really nice brand.
Yeah.
But like Kobelco, you have never seen before in any construction-based game. And that's because Volvo was at some point there. JCB you have seen before, like, but the Kobelco or something like the Sani or something like that you never seen before in such a game.
Yeah.
Honey.
Sani, yeah. Is this China or Japan? I think China.
Right. Sunny is China, yeah.
Yeah, and Kobelco is Japan. But Kobelco, the color, the blue, that's nice machines. Also, they are very strong. Miner is also driving a Kobelco, and I'm driving a Kobelco.
I like. Okay, I like all the Japanese machines.
Yeah, there are so many nice machines.
Okay, I don't know Kobelco. It is. I think it is difficult. I believe that it is more easy to bring the New Holland than Kobelco.
Do you think New Holland is bigger than Kobelco? Or
Yeah, because the New Holland does collaboration with all the brands. New Holland,
yeah, also in the
Hitachi,
Farming
New
Simulator.
Holland, Kobelco, New Holland.
Yeah, like I said, you never seen Kobelco.
Yeah, I don't know. It is not. It is not a very big brand.
No, but
I-
also you have every kind of machinery, like from the smaller to the bigger ones.
I believe
Reloaders.
if you ask the most of the kids, they don't know. They know cat. If they are on USA, they know the deers.
Yeah, true. The deer also is big.
Case I have seen a few machines. Maybe I don't know. The most important is where you are. If you are in the Asia, you see more Japanese machines. If you live on US, you see more US machines. This is normal.
Yeah, but I can understand why they pick JCB and like Case and some brands like that, because you have wheel loaders, you have excavators, you have compactors, you have from this brand or like the backhoes, you have a lot of a big fleet from this company. If you have Kobelco, you only have tracked excavators. They not even produce wheeled excavators.
Yeah.
But
Okay, there is a lot of machines they don't come in the Europe. For example, you have seen any the I
hi, what?
yeah I excavators.
Okay, I believe you. I never have heard this before.
Yeah, they produce excavators, they produce mini dumpers, they produce skid steers.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can. Or like Hitachi, it's also they have a lot of stuff.
What happened here? Don't go.
Can you extend the boom? No.
Yeah. You don't see mine. But I cannot go more.
I don't know how to extend.
You should set up the keys. I'm on 85%. For example, another one problem here on the backhoes, it is you cannot move them without change position. In the real life, you put the boom down and you push.
Yeah. But it's not how it's supposed to do.
Okay, it is not unsafe. If you want to move a little bit forward, it is not unsafe if you know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, there's a little problem.
I don't know which percentage is for the hole I'm digging.
I'm 96, I think. No,
No, I was.
I am on the 70% for 5 minutes now. 71, 72. My bike gets stuck.
And what I also really like that you have take the construction view. It's like for the people who don't have much to do with the machinery.
Yeah.
It's well with the work as general. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice help.
I mean that's the thing about a game versus reality. You know, when in reality, the work that you're doing is not always clear. You know, and then you'd have to consult someone, and it's a very tedious process. And you know, you have to look at the plans, and with the construction view, you can just visualize everything. And the more information that you have in a game, the better. You know, if you can organize all the information very clearly, what you have to do, that's great.
Mm.
I mean, I wish I had construction view in real life sometimes. You know, just know what I need to do in the room. Okay.
I can understand. I would also like to have this.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
I think they have this on the. I have seen on the Bauma they have like a HoloLens, where you also can see. You can couple this with the 3D Trimble system, I guess, and then you see how deep you must dig.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if this is comfortable to work with like a VR glasses on.
Yeah. I think all the tech that needs to be worn is a bit cumbersome. Like I mean, I really like the whole VR stuff that's being produced right now, but I don't have a VR set because I like, you know, gaming lightly. I mean, a headset is okay, but I don't want to wear some heavy stuff on my head all the time. So I think we need
Jacob, come here. Finish that one.
It's okay. I can relate this because I also like the VR, also for some shooters because that's intenser gameplay. But for like you play like a CS:GO match, you play like 1 hour. I don't want to know if it is so nice.
Yeah. I'm sure it will get much better in the future. I mean, hardware has always been the main issue with this.
In the future, you only need to wear like the normal glasses.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hey guys, just a little heads up. I have to leave in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Pretty huge.
One of our programmers is did do a lot of the sound work here in partnership with some others, but he was very focused on the details, and I'm sure he'd love to hear this comment. I'll make sure to tell him on Tuesday that you guys appreciate the sound work.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just take everything nice that you've said today, and
Only the nice stuff.
yeah, only- yeah, that's right. I mean, it's like the things that are important to players like you. I think we as Weltenbauer know about, and we're trying to please you as much as possible without forgetting about all the other players, of course. I mean, not everyone is like a hardcore guy like you are, but you're a very important part of the community as well.
Yeah, we have more holes.
I want to dig with the excavator.
Everyone likes to talk, and no one likes to work.
We're trying to simulate a real construction site here, with one guy doing the work and the rest standing around.
Yeah, it's like the real life.
Yeah, because I know about real life, we don't do like that here.
It's like a role play server.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't have that data.
Jacob, move straight over the hoses, over the holes. Move over the holes, drive over the holes in straight line. Because here we do also documentation. What I can say that we do a training. No, for you. You operate the excavator. You are too close. You need to move backward. I think you are too close. Sorry, my pedals have a problem. Vale, I think you should drive with the other tipper and bring some gravel.
Okay.
I want to test this little JCB before I head out for today, because I haven't seen that in game yet.
Manuel, go on the last one, on the next in the right. The thing I have said a lot of times in the stream is I don't have the need for new machines. I think the machines, even without the DLCs, are enough.
Yeah.
The main problem was missing missions for the machines. For example, for smaller excavators, for nation excavators, they need smaller missions, contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm full. No, I can take 2 more. Okay, Jacob, dab in the side. Well, that one is full. You should take an empty one.
Do you have another one?
Maybe. Okay, I go to empty and I will load another one. Maybe it is enough. Maybe. And yeah, another one feature missing from the game is that every mission should inform you how much material you need. You need 2 trucks gravel. You need 4 concrete mixers.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea.
Fasten your belt. Don't drink coffee.
What was the video Shake Hands with Danger? Did you know the video?
No.
So the cut commercial about safety on construction sites. It was like all staged, but it was so funny. It's like do not repair the excavator with the boom up in the air and something like that. And then they have like small video clips where people do this wrong, and then they seems to hurt. What do you mean?
Yeah, you mean Staplerfahrer Klaus, but I think that's yeah, that's not really serious. It's more like yeah,
It's also meme.
yeah.
The truth is, the most people thinks the machine is a game, a toy. Okay, also we operate or that things, but after the years, I think you learn not do some things.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're not toys. Can be very very dangerous if you don't use them correctly. But that's why you have games such like Construction Simulator. You know, nobody gets hurt if you're doing stupid things.
The
Yeah. Yeah, I think the like you can incorporate things like that into the game, but it has to serve some purpose, which is usually for like stuff like this, because it's not essential to the gameplay. Because I mean you can work unsafely and still get the work done. I think it's more like can it serve the immersion into the game, because there's also some stuff from real life. If you'd implement it, then it would just be be tedious. Like I don't know, the state inspector coming to your building site, and criticizing your work. That's not fun. That might happen in real life, but it's not interesting or fun. Yeah. Yeah. As long, I think that's a good idea. As long as it doesn't get. Yeah. And you'd have to take into account that it would be like fluff only, you know, for the immersion. Because once you you start doling out consequences for unsafe behavior, then you'd have to make a game around that too. Like, okay, now you can get hurt, and now we can't get a good age rating anymore because people can get hurt in the game. And Construction Simulator is geared toward all audiences. It's a very peaceful game, so if somebody gets hurt, you can't do it anymore. So like.
I sent you all the video, the shake hands with Angel.
Oh. I didn't know that. Let me test that. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. That's what I've been missing here. Yeah, it's the first time I've been using this equipment. So. I think I could do with someone clearing all my excavated material now.
Do you play with a controller or with keyboard?
Keyboard and mouse. That's because I've been a PC player all my life, so keyboard and mouse for everything. I do have a joystick and steering wheel at home, but I use it rarely because it's always it's such a hassle to
put it on. Yeah.
Set it up, and then once I set up like a steering wheel for some driving games, then my daughter immediately comes and wants to play. So it's basically if I build it, then I won't be able to play it myself anyway.
And it's also like I built everything up for the farming simulator, the steering wheel, the joysticks, both, everything.
Yeah.
And then after playing farming simulator, a friend, you want to play Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Then
15 minutes later, you have everything back in the box again.
Yes.
Okay. Before I leave you for the day, I really want to finish this whole.
Take the biggest excavator.
Yeah. Jacob, you're driving the wheel loader. Can you help me out and get rid of my big pile here? Because I think I'm just backfilling everything into the hole again.
I want to ask something about the textures, but why it is the engine that force you to use that texture system? Because it is, I think that system is very old. It is the same as CS15 or older.
What do you mean exactly? Thank you.
I think some machines did not change the textures from CS15.
All the vehicles that you can see are completely rebuilt from CS15. There's no CS15 vehicle left here anymore. They look similar because they sometimes they've used the same source material, but everything has been built from scratch.
Yeah, for example, the FS have a leaflet system. They don't have textures on the machines. They have only spec map and normal map.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have a C or you know how.
Yeah, I've seen like I mean I've played a little bit of Farming Simulator, so I know that they use a different texturing workflow than what we use for CS.
You create a color section in the Blender or in the design program you work.
Yeah, the textures are created with Photoshop and Substance Painter.
You speak about the CS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there is not, but the JCB looks very nice. But I just ask.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can dig out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe with the interchangeable here tools for the excavator. You get a jackhammer.
$99. One more.
The last 5% are always the toughest.
That also happened in real life.
Yeah.
Mine looks like a mall.
You know how many holes have been destroyed the last 5%.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Well, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure playing with you today. I'm afraid I have to go now.
Yeah. And wait for you to bring us in contact with active developers of SCS.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do about it.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. And have a great weekend, guys. Talk to you.
Yeah, you do. Thank you a lot.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Oops. You see that? Jacob. Very safe to be on the bucket of the machine. Oops.
Oh god. What are you doing? Being safe to fly with the backhoe is also not safe.
No, the bucket was detached from the machine because of the net. And when I get in, it happened.
I have this often with a weird excavator. I get in and it's gone.
Oops. Okay. I will put it with the excavator. Yeah, it is. If you check the JCB, make very beautiful machines. If you check the cut, it is like a box. But I believe the most is those decals make it nicer. You know those black lines. No. What holes? No, the holes are open and have a blue diagram inside.
Yeah, same, Jacob, and it's like a square hole around it. It looks weird.
You're gonna die.
It looks like you pushed the mud with the tracks, yeah. Which is nice. Yeah, it looks like it's mud. Yeah, true. If you drive over the same place.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not floating exactly, but you are on the hole. The excavator do not have a fuel. I don't think it will be for a long time. Another one future is missing. It is why we cannot grab materials with the loaders. With the front bucket. Two hours. Okay, the time passes very fast today.
Can you use the... Okay, you can use...
Yeah, for now the feet did not touch the ground. Your feet.
Ah, okay.
You see them or they touch?
Well, it's a big casket. Is the noise also that big?
You mean for the boom?
Yeah, for the boom.
I think it is normal. Normal. It is like a real one.
But no, are they both similar, or is the noise a bit smaller?
I think it is be like the real one.
Okay.
Your construction machine is in bad condition. Okay.
And the fuel is empty.
I think we got done here. Steel beam. Vale, you need to take the loader. Okay, Jacob, stay there.
The loader.
Here, in front of me. Also, the crane of the truck is on the trailer. Okay, come. Hi, mate. Oh. Yeah.
You can do it with the excavator, I guess, or do you want to use the
No,
crane?
if you want to do it, you want.
Well, I can do.
Okay, do it.
Oh.
Oh, Vale will do it with excavator.
I mean, you can do both. Faster.
Do it. I come again in 2 minutes.
Oh, the sound of the metal beams. Oh, the mud is really deep. Is this new, or was this before? Did you get stuck to the excavator? Yeah, I think so. I will do this side and then I have to leave. Because my friend came over. But at least he's seen the box. No, I'm stuck. Yeah, I think you need a crane. The excavator is stuck now. I get it.
I'm back.
Yeah, excavator keeps getting stuck.
Okay.
But mine, I also have to leave now because some of my friends is here. They want to do something.
Okay then.
I cannot get out. No.
The maximum.
Nice to play with you again. Do you play tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow we play on Zero Map.
On the FS?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then maybe I will come if I have
Okay.
time. So then, goodbye.
Bye
And
bye. Thank you
have a
for
nice
all.
day.
Jacob, you want to operate the crane? Here we go. We don't need gravel here. Yeah, we need. Also, we need concrete. Another feature I would like to have the game, it is to hide the cursor after some time. Game back where? I tried it. Don't spray it outside of the... If you dump it over there, the material will go out. Do it as I do. But I think we will need another one. Come. No. You're hurry. Go and bring more. We don't need more, I think. I think no. We will need the roller. Jacob start to compact sometimes help. If you see any big pile. Come on. Okay, after that. After that we need concrete. Oops. Jacob. Okay. Jacob, give me a minute to set my controller. Let's know. Okay. I said okay. No, it's over. Jacob. I got another one mixer, so use the pump until I come. Oops. No. Okay, I think we will not need more. Move a little bit the mixer. Okay, Jacob, remove the pump. I will operate the crane. Okay. That work. Yeah, come operate the crane because I have a problem with my joystick. Not the joysticks, I think there is a bug on the game, I don't know. Oops. You see that? I think they should rework with the acceleration of the movements. It is a little sharp, I think. It is not. It is the acceleration. For example, you should start slow, and if you push the joystick more, should go faster. Now it's start faster. You start fast. Don't have a slow to fast. It have just fast. Okay. Just move that truck to the truck with the trailer to, or if you can, if the crane can take the pallets from the road, okay, don't move. I will park on this sideway. You see now start the boring part of the of that contract. All those seats will be unpacked, and after that you should place one by one. Yeah, that I was thinking. Maybe some don't like the machines and the dig or that stuff. I'm not. We need 7 of those. To tell the truth, I want. Oops. I want to turn on the mission modding, not the mods. I want to see if there we can make something there. What you talk? What you say? For the mission moddings, I interesting about the mission modding. Get in the crate. Okay, will not. As I see in the roadmap, I don't believe will come before the September or October or something like that, maybe. Your connection is slow again. You see, when you grab the ballet, we have a problem with the truck. Yeah. Or 18. And we need 3 more. I have done the task, but that task. I have built one warehouse in the US map. But I was alone. Oops. I have crashed maybe 10 times today. Nice job. Very creative. Yeah. They are on the road. Oh, how I can recover them? There's a way to recover them, you know how? Or you can reach them. Hi, Aitor. There is no job to do right now, so not join. Aitor, with what key we reset those? Who was this last time? Okay, Jacob. I fixed. No. I cannot do them because my joystick did not work. Nice warehouse. I want something like that in real life. And also money to buy machines to get in. Aitor, we don't have something to do now. There is no reason to join. We will close after we finish. As you see, I also sit. I don't do nothing. Come tomorrow to play FS on the Azura map. Come on, Jacob, 5 to go. Oof. Okay. Try the nearby. Let me. Something is in the way. Yeah. You do it. You have done it. No. No, reset. I don't. Okay. If I don't move any. Wait to see if something wrong with the controls. Extend hook. Yeah, the controls are okay. If I don't move the crane forward and backward, did not go. I cannot extend the hook. I get the same message. You set the other tracks. Wait. Take the truck with the green trailer. Go. With those materials are for another mission. Okay. I think we'll... Yeah, two more. Hey. Okay. Come. Jacob. You need to move. Yeah, we cannot get this. You're going to see what you have done? Okay, you can open here now. So, another one excellent job. 3.5 hours. And the dogs come. The crane have been the hook to unhook the load It must be closer on the ground. Hey, game bugs. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Jacob, for your help. Bye-bye. See ya, Jacob.